We as anglers spend thousands of hours of our time in pursuit of the fish of our dreams.
Yeah, baby! She's 50, baby, I did it!
There's no feeling quite like breaking that personal best. And if I've learned anything in my years of fishing, it can happen at any time.
That is my new personal best. Oh my God, what a fish. What a fish.
Commonly referred to as a fish of 10,000 casts, muskies are one of North America's most notoriously difficult fish to catch. We spend days and nights at a time in hopes just to capture one of these truly special fish. And the best part is, it can happen at any time. The Twin Cities Metro provides some excellent muskie fishing. With over 30 muskie lakes within a half-hour drive of downtown, there's quite the variety when it comes to muskie fishing. They can be really tough, but also really rewarding, and that was no exception on August 20th. This is my favorite time of year to fish because a lot of these fish push up onto shallow sand and are easily fooled by topwater baits. My absolute favorite way to fish.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go. Got her.
Got her. There's a muskie. What a jump. No, not ready yet. Oh yeah. How sick was that? I have to say, it is nice to have a muskie in the net. This is the first muskie that I've caught this year on my home lakes because I haven't really spent much time muskie fishing this year, but I also haven't spent a lot of time out here on my home water. So to get out here and catch a fish like this, I just got out here. We have literally a tornado watch coming in a couple of hours. Really shallow water. That fish did some awesome acrobatics, snuck up on that cannonball. And ultimately, we fooled her and we got her in the net. Let's take a look at this little guy. That's not a long fish, but that is one chunky son of a gun. Beautiful spots on this guy. To catch a fish like this up in the shallow water is awesome. Of course, I'm on the journey to catch my new biggest muskie, which of course is not this fish. Let's get her back in the lake. There she goes. If you have watched any of the videos on the channel, you've probably seen this particular topwater bait. This is a bait that I just have caught so many fish on. I've captured some incredible footage on this bait. It is absolutely chewed up. And that was another fish. And yeah, I mean, when you have frontal conditions moving in, if you have the opportunity to get out and fish, I always tell people, get out, even if it's just for a half hour, a full hour. It doesn't really matter how limited your time is because this is the most effective time to be on the water to chase muskies. I literally just started fishing up shallow and I just caught my first fish of the evening. Of course, I want to speed things up here because I want to get back out and utilize the rest of my time. Let's get back to fishing, and you never know. The next one might just be a 50-incher.
Catching that first fish was an awesome way to start, but only 2 casts later, I was going to cross paths with yet another muskie.
There's another one.
Oh man, dude, this is not good. I can't. Oh my God, she just broke my mount. She just broke my mount. Oh man. She just broke my camera mount. That fish overpowered me so hard. She just broke my camera mount. She's splashing me. She is fed up. I just let one go. Are you yanking me right now? Okay, there's a reason why I just mentioned utilizing time to the best of your ability, because we have a second fish in the net in a matter of 5 minutes. Instinct to get out here. I was gonna come out tomorrow morning, saw the weather, made the choice to come out today. 41 and a half. They're getting bigger. They are getting bigger. So that's already bigger than our first fish. At this rate, we'll have our trophy in a matter of minutes. Let's get this girl back in the lake. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that you should always follow your gut. If your gut's telling you to go out there and fish, you go out there and fish. If your gut's telling you to throw a specific bait, throw the bait. If your gut is telling you to fish a specific spot, you fish that spot. Because when you follow your gut, good things often happen. And in my case, we have a 2-fish night in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes, both on top water. I started off on weed edges. I had an instinct feeling that I needed to get up really shallow, not in 5 feet, in absolutely skinny water. We are on 2 feet of water at max in sand, throwing big top waters, 2-fish day. Incredible. It all came together perfectly. I still got time. So let's try to make this a 3-fish night, but what a day. So the last 2 days, it's been brutal out here. We've had absolutely awful weather. And by awful weather, I mean no wind, no clouds, nothing. And while that weather certainly hasn't been ideal for fishing, I've still been out because, I mean, I'm an addict. I want to be out here every single day that I can be out here, even if the conditions aren't in my favor. But unfortunately, they haven't been in my favor, and fishing has just been brutal. Spent 2 full days on the water. This is day 3. Again, conditions just aren't great. Tomorrow we actually do have good weather coming in. So I am hopeful that today the likelihood of something happening is at least a little higher. So we're gonna grind out these tough conditions. Hopefully we can get something to happen. We're gonna get on the water though and see what we can't uncover. Smokes, dude, where did that fish come from? She wanted that thing too. She wanted that freaking thing. He wanted that freaking thing. That was a nice fish. Freaking nice fish. Husky Medusa, like 3rd freaking cast. So unfortunately, my effort today was kind of useless, but sort of not really, because of course I did move a fish today, which is nice because the last 2 full days of fishing I've done, I haven't moved a single thing. Those tough days always have a place, whether you learn something, you try something differently, or in my case, you just have a follow that's going to come in handy on another day of fishing. So let's get the boat out of the water. I'm going to get some sleep and get back out here tomorrow and hopefully have more to show for it. Well, as you can tell by the backdrop here, I'm sure you can tell our conditions have finally changed. The last 3 days, it has been not a cloud in the sky, high temperatures, low winds, and fishing has been brutal. But now today, we've got overcast, we've got a slight breeze, and we've got frontal conditions moving in later today. These are the conditions that everybody wants in musky fishing. I've got high hopes for today, and let's see if we can cross paths with the fish today. I don't think it's gonna happen while I'm talking to you guys, so I'm gonna get fishing here. When I hook up on a fish that I think is going to be close to 50 inches, it is a very special moment. It's very overwhelming with adrenaline, emotion, excitement. But for me, mostly it's stress because I musky fish by myself. So when I hook up on a muskie, let alone a fish of this caliber, there's a lot going through my head. Looks like a decent one. Coming right at me. Oh man, she's fighting good. Oh, I don't know size on her. Oh God. And when I finally catch a glimpse of this fish, I mean, it is just excitement and stress overload. Oh man, it's a big one. It's a freaking big one, man. It's a freaking nice one. Holy smokes, dude, it might be a 50. It might be a 50. Oh yeah, that's gonna be close to 50. That's gonna be close to 50. Oh man, she is taking me for a freaking ride right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. That's what I came out here for, right freaking there, baby. Oh man. Oh baby, we got her. Let's freaking go just as the rain starts. Oh, that's gonna be close to 50, if not 50. In the end, we were able to get this fish in the net, and I can't tell you the feeling of just emotional overload that happens. You know, without even seeing this fish on the tape, you just kind of have that eerie feeling like you know you've captured something that is just not gonna get beat for a very long time, and that's the feeling that I had. But nonetheless, I was just super eager to get this fish on the bump board. I wanted to go for a big fish, and this is the perfect conditions to do it in. That 9'6" salt stick handled that fish so well. I had to run all around the boat, and it was quite stressful, but we had her hooked good. We're gonna get her on the bump board, but I'm pretty close. This fish is gonna be right around that 50-inch mark. So we're gonna bring her up to the front and get a look at this freaking Leviathan. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, that is my freaking PB. That is a 50, that's a 53 incher. Holy shit. Look at that mega. Oh my God. That is my new personal best. 53 incher. Oh my God, what a fish. What a fish. Okay.
As I leaned over the side of my boat to release this beast of a muskie, I couldn't help but notice the slightest flicker of light. And that's when it hit.
I think it's time to go. I think it is time to go. Look at that. Oh. There she goes. Okay. She's okay. I'm at freaking loss for words. I apologize for any of the cuss words I let slip out, but that was very exciting. I just caught my personal best muskie, and on top of that, it is on metro water. These are highly pressured waters. Fish like this in the metro are rare. We were supposed to have some weather moving in later this evening, and this is why I came out here. It looks like that weather is here much quicker than anticipated. I'm sure you guys heard that gnarly crack of thunder, and it made releasing that fish a little stressful, but in the end she did swim off. One of my goals for the remainder of the season was to really crack down and try to target my new personal best muskie. I haven't caught a 50-inch muskie solo in a few years. It is starting to downpour now, but we got out here and it took about a half hour at best to put that fish in the net. The weather's here. It is pouring rain just over there. I'm gonna take off, but what an incredible fish. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week. This is what gets me up in the morning. This is what drives me. I absolutely love muskie fishing, and I absolutely love making content, and I'm very fortunate to do this full time. And if you guys would like to be around for the ride, if you aren't already, I would really appreciate your subscription. I'm a diehard muskie angler, but I'm also just a diehard fisherman. We still have a couple months left of muskie season, arguably the best time of year to be a muskie angler. So if you aren't already, please subscribe, and if you are, thank you so much. I will see you in the next video, hopefully very soon.